Hello, folks, and welcome to what I believe is the 12th installment of the Sonk Dark. This is Sonky, and we are about to jump back into our sandbox of the Long Dark, titled The Long Haul, because we're going for the gold here. We're trying to get 100% map exploration. So, on day 117, let's jump back in here. All right. So what we had done last time, just to do a quick recap, is I believe we have explored as much of Pleasant Valley as there is to absolutely see. We've seen everything that I know of. I mean, there might be things lurking that I've missed, but it's just because I didn't know about them. So, what we've done is we've come to the shelter, which is like a little prepper shelter underground. And it is right next to the entrance to Timberwolf Mountain, which is our end goal. That's where we've been trying to go all along. So, this is really exciting. Let me take a look at my inventory. Oh, first of all, let's eat and drink something. Uh, I believe... Here, I need to turn up the sound a little bit. Okay. I believe... I had stored some stuff in here when we visited the first time. So I think I'm just going to check on that real quick. Whew. It's taking its sweet time, isn't it? Yeah, I've got some extra water. I've got some extra, food that'll keep for a while, which is good to travel with because it's light. I've got some backup gear in case anything happens to mine. I need to fix some stuff real quick, actually. Uh, got some extra bandages. I'm going to go ahead and grab that and the medicine out right now. Let me turn off my lantern real quick. I like to do that when I'm gonna like repair something because it takes, a little while and I don't want to use up all of my fuel for the lamp. There we go. We'll just do little repairs until daybreak. Okay. Can I... what am I missing? Oh, I don't have a cured wolf pelt. Did I not bring one with me? Probably not. Oh well. That just... Oh, wait. Oh, good, 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 good. So that stuff finished curing. I can at least fix, like, my pants. That's probably a good idea. Yeah. There we go. What else? I need to fix this. Man, I haven't really been keeping a close eye on my, clothing, have I? Bad. I don't think I have a... No, I didn't have a rabbit skin. Yeah, yeah, that's fine for now. Let's get into this locker one last time. Just grab out that food. It'll slow us down a little bit, but we don't have, like, terribly far to go. And it might take a while. Yeah, let's grab up this spare ammo. And the plan all along was to leave this bow and arrows in here in case, like, something happens to my rifle or I run out of ammunition, which, with the amount I have, isn't likely. I mean, I'll probably die before we use all that ammo. But, this is a good backup plan that I thought up for the eventuality of something happening and me not being able to use the hunting rifle. Like, if I survive long enough, it will happen. So there's that in case I need to come back for it. The extra gear, yada yada. Left some firewood down here. Don't really need that right now. So let me equip my gun. Get on out of here. Alright, while I'm loading, I'm gonna get into my chat in case anybody would like to talk. Okay.
It's gonna be crazy because
There we go. Of course, there's something
different
loud happening. Okay, so it's just after daybreak. It's a little foggy out, but that's alright. I don't know what the weather on the mountain's going to be like. So just to recap, we had been staying in the farmhouse, which lies approximately in that direction, way over that way. We're right behind that hill is an area called Point of Disagreement, where there's like a 3-car accident on a little side road. And there's like a couple of corpses and a bunch of stuff in the cars. Right behind the hill from that is where this rope leads down. So when you try to climb this, you want to make sure you're good and well rested, which I am, because it's a very long climb. And climbing is very exhausting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's a ledge here, you know, in case you need to take a break, which I'm gonna forego. But it's a good place right there if you need to, like, stop, take a break, build a little fire. There's some wood available. It's just a convenient place to rest if you have to get up here in a hurry and you're already tired. Okay. So we continue on up this way. Gotta kind of conserve my strength a little bit, not run. You know, plenty of opportunity to pick up some firewood if you need to on the way. It's a bit of a hike. There we go. There we go. We're leaving Pleasant Valley. Later on, Pleasant Valley. Possibly. Alright. Hang on just a second. Okay. Sorry, my phone had locked up. Okay. So, once again, we continue on a long path. Getting a little tired and cold and hungry. Let's press on a little bit and see what's up here. If you're lucky enough, you'll find a rope of your own. Or if you find a tied rope, like the one we just evidence that climbing, you know, mountain climbing really wears you out. And you need to get used to that concept, because you will actually be climbing ropes with any kind of luck in this zone. That's a new thing for this particular area. If you're lucky enough, you'll find a rope of your own. Or if you find a tied rope, like the one we could have taken that one, I think. But if you have a rope in your inventory and you see a rock, you know, it's a very distinctive type of rock on the edge of a cliff that you know that you can tie a rope and rappel down. Obviously, rappelling down is way less stressful than climbing up. Okay, so here we are. This is the very beginning of Timberwolf Mountain. The zone is huge, and largely unexplored by me. And it's really easy to get lost. And apparently there has been an airplane crash, because here is the landing gear of said airplane. Oh, sure, why not? help myself to some rose hips here. Okay. So this is like the main mystery of this zone. Ooh, you know what? Let me check my inventory for something real quick. Yeah, okay, good. Making sure I had a hacksaw, or a handsaw, because it will play a huge part in staying alive in this area. So whenever you see airplane parts, or at least whenever I see airplane parts, I like, oh, let me poke around and see if there's anything, you know, interesting, anything, any clues or anything like that around here. Just kind of just scope out around everything. Alright. Just kind of trying to get a handle on my surroundings. Oh, there's more airplane. This is a great little place to build a fire in if a blizzard blows up and you're right around here. That'll shelter you from the wind and kind of keep you from dying for a little while at least. Good rabbit hunting spot. I'll table that idea though. Trying to get some high ground and see where I am. Aha! Okay, so to orient, the entrance to the zone is right there. Just keep going straight in front of it, and you will run into the mountaineer's cabin. Which isn't exactly the best shelter in this area, but it'll do for now. Because as you may see, just walking up on it, there's a humongous hole in the roof. And it's not, oop, bunny. It's not very warm. But here we are at the mountaineer's hut. On this lake that has a couple of rivers feeding it from either side of that rock outcropping. Fishing hut, which is of course a very reliable and convenient source of food. And let's get a look in here. Okay, well, we've got a couple of things laying around in here, a couple of beds. There's the rope. Go ahead and grab that up. An arrow that I'm going to leave right there for now. Climber's journal page. Let's check it out. September 5th. Arrived at the base of Timberwolf Mountain. Looks like there are some nice cracks, just like Clive said. Going to set up a top rope and do some bouldering until the others show up. Hopefully soon. September 6th. Wondering if my friends got lost, as they still haven't arrived. Woke up in the night to a deafening noise and fire on the mountain. Went to check it out, but the weather got nasty and I couldn't find my way. September 7th. Clear way. I went out again, found some metal cargo crates. They look like they might have come from a plane. There's still smoke coming from the summit. I'm heading out to see if I can make it to the peak and learn more about what's going on. Oh. And good lord. Okay. Okay, so, here, and he's drawn a little map on the back. There's the stone hut with the lake in front of it. Apparently, the first branch of river goes up towards the arch. And the rope heading up the mountain is kind of dead ahead. And he's marked where he found the wing of the plane. So what we basically want to do if we go, go after his trail and see if we can figure out where he went, is we can check out the wing. So we would go out of the hut and make a right, kind of towards the outer edge of the lake that way. Okay, so we're cold, we're tired, we're hungry. Let's do some maintenance here. Gonna drink the water and, of course, conserve the soda for as long as I can. if I am ever in need of a thirst and hunger boost. Grab one of these. One of those. And I ought to be okay to sleep for a while. Alright, now let's loot this place. I'm just gonna leave that right there. But I am gonna store some things in here. Namely the cured gut that I have. Let's see, what else? I'm gonna hang on to the cloth, because it's easy to fall and rip your clothing here. Do I have anything else that is craftable? I don't really think so. Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave that as is. There's a cloth there in case I needed extra storm lantern because I have one in my inventory. I'm gonna leave the newsprint for when I really need it. Extra whetstone, gonna leave that there. Extra hacksaw. Gonna take that accelerant. That will really come in handy out in the snow. Okay, so we've pretty much got an extra of everything that I carried here. So I'm just gonna leave it all where it is, so it's easy to grab up when I need it. Definitely take the matches, though. Alright, and I need to build a fire in here, because I may be getting a little bit warmer, but the temperature will drop rapidly without warning here. Just setting this over here where I can see it. So... a little bit of firewood left here. I'm not going to use any accelerant just yet, because I do have a 100% chance of success, so there's no sense in wasting. Do. Come on. Alright. I have the time, so I'm going to make 2 extra liters of water. Barely enough time. I think I might be able to do it. Awesome. Okay. Perfect timing. Okay, so now I'm perfectly warm and completely exhausted, but I've got a little extra water. I'm going to go ahead and sleep on it for about 6 hours. Let's see how that shakes out. That'd be pretty, okay, cool. Yeah. Still plenty warm. I'm probably going to just bed down for the night here. But first, there is a hatch on the floor over here that I have not checked yet. Gonna take that. Gonna leave that. Ooh, that's good to have. Gonna leave that. Alright. Also gonna leave some other things, like, some food, and the soda, definitely. And all but maybe like 5 of the tea and the coffee. Okay, that's a reasonable amount to be carrying. I'm gonna leave a liter of water in storage in case of emergency. Oh yeah, can probably dump a flare. This extra hook I have just for giggles, why not? Don't know that I'll need a pry bar just yet, but it'll be good to have in case I find some place that I do need it, which isn't too far out of the realm of possibility. And let's leave some... there's no way I'm going to go through that many matches before coming back here, so I'm just going to toss some of that in there for safekeeping. Alright. Well, let's chunk those too, because we've actually got real medicine. due to careful collection and planning. I'm gonna leave like 20. Maybe 50 of these, because that's just a ton. And why not? Let's put up the, like at least a couple of the water purification tablets, because those things are like mega awesome in a pinch. I'm gonna put up like 5 of the bandages I'm carrying. I'm just trying to whittle down my carrying weight a little bit, because I do have just a whole crap load of stuff on me. But most of it is stuff I want to continue to have on me, so that's alright. Alright, let me have a little snack before I get too tired here. Okay, and since it's starting to sound bad outside and it's getting dark, I'm gonna sleep in real short increments until I'm, you know, pretty well wide awake. Because it is so easy in this uninsulated tiny little cabin, without like wasting a bunch of your firewood. It's really easy to get too cold, and I can't tell you how many times in other games I've like just been sleeping in this exact hut and just died in my sleep because I didn't pay attention to the fact that, you know, I was in danger of freezing to death. So it's just really easy to lose sight of that. Screw up a little bit. Alright, that ought to see me through. Let's see. Actually, I'm pretty well rested. Let's keep sleeping in 4-hour increments, though, just to get some, get a little closer to daylight, try to get rid of this storm that's apparently going on. Okay, still in good shape. Oop, got turned around. There we go. Gonna go ahead and do the full 5 hours until daylight. Because it seemed to be, you know, the worst of the storm seemed to have passed. Okay. That, still a little hungry, but I'm just gonna kind of wing it for a minute. Because I honestly want to do a little hunting to kind of get us, like a little stash of food. Alright. In the meantime, until I see something that I can shoot and eat, let's kind of check out our surroundings. Crystal Lake. Isn't that where Jason Voorhees is? I hope not. Okay. So, we've discovered 3 locations so far. The wing, or I'm sorry, the landing gear. We still have yet to find the wing. The lake and the mountain hut. Let's see what else is around. Apparently the wing is like in that direction, which we'll get to. Okay, let's check under. Nothing there. Nothing in between. There's a candy bar. Yay. Always awesome to find that. Well, this is largely useless. Except, we can do some fishing if we wanted to. Really don't feel like burning daylight on that right now. But, deer really love to, like, congregate in this little area with the cattails growing up. So I might just kind of hang out in this area, keep an eye on it, and, you know, the general vicinity. And see about bagging a deer, you know, close to the shelter. So I don't have far to carry all that meat. wonder what the longest time survived, like, ever has been in this game so far. Maybe the internet will tell me later. I don't know. Mushroom. Oh, I hear crows. Okay, good to know there's some lichens down there. Oh, okay, this looks interesting. Okay, so there's the rope that the guy drew on the map, which puts the wing, like I said, probably in that direction. So let's get over there. Just want to kind of take a look over the... Oh, okay. Oh, there's plane parts down there. Okay, so there's this big gully going through the middle of this mountain range. I assume, like... Oh, yeah. There's some plane up there, too. So it looks like the bulk of it landed up there. A lot of it fell down here, and the rest of it spread all the hell over the place. I've always tried to figure out how to get up there, but I don't know that you can. But that could just be me, you know, not trying hard enough. But as you can see, there is no way to safely... Well, there is, but I don't want to do it. It probably wouldn't be the safest to try to get down there from right here. So let's just, you know, head back to where we came from and look around that way. Like I said, I still want to keep an eye on something I can shoot for dinner. I'm getting pretty hungry. But I'd picked a couple of cattails, you know, just because I knew I was going to get hungry. And those will keep me from starving to death. That is for sure. Alright, I think the map was pointing kind of in this direction. Keeping an eye on my temperature, too. Alright. So there's a bear cave with a bear coming out of it. And as much as I would completely love to try to kill him right now, I'm not gonna. We've come this far. I don't want to throw it all away being stupid. So if he ever wanders down into the direction of the lake, however, we might have a chance of getting him. Might just have a chance of getting him. But as I am, you know, still unsteady on my footing here, I still don't really know my surroundings that well. I don't want to take the chance of ending this adventure prematurely. Let's see. Yep, I see some red there in the distance behind the birch trees. This must be where he was pointing to on the map. Alright, got some wolves. Wolf chasing something down. Maybe I can get some free meat. Yep. There's definitely a piece of plane. Alright, where did that wolf go? I saw him chasing something. Maybe he missed it. Oh well. There's a little stand of saplings over there that I don't need, but it's good to know that they're there in case I break my arrows eventually and need to... Aw, come on, man. I wanted you to rush me. Oh, you're going after a deer, so I'm going after you. Slowly, because I'm tired. Damn it. Starting to think I might lose the trail here. Well, that's alright. If they're going in this direction, that means they're just getting closer to the mountaineer's hut. And the closer they are to that, the more convenient it is to me. I just hope this is the direction they went. I hear a deer running. Oh, snap! Yay. And then I scared him off. I didn't even have to shoot him. Oh, I should have, though, because I really needed his hide. Oh, well. That's alright. Yeah, let's do that one. I really could have broken that up and been more efficient with it, but I don't really care at this point. I'm just hungry. Okay, good thing I kind of had a look around before doing that. Because I saw that there was another deer carcass down here. If I can grab at least well, there's hardly any meat. Let's go ahead and just do that in the hide. Well, eh, yeah, let's just do that. I don't want to die out here. Okay, we'll come back for the gut if we need to. But, like I said, I gotta look around, and I'm pretty sure that the hut is over here. Like, right over this little hillside. Oh, I sure hope so, because I'm tired and hungry. Yeah, being actively killed by both of those aspects. Okay. Please be the mountaineer's hut. Or at least the lake. Ooh. Yeah. Maybe I was wrong. Oh, no. I see. Yep, there we go. This is lake. Yay. Alright. Let's see which side I'm on. Okay, I think the hut's over here. Yes. Do I have any fire? No, I probably don't have any firewood on me. I didn't stop and pick any up. I was gonna say, if I did, I would just hop in there and fire up that wood stove. Maybe do a little fishing, but that's probably not a good idea at this juncture, being that I don't have any firewood. Yeah, there's the dock. We're almost there. See how brutal this place is, though? I mean, like, a lot of it's because I stored a lot of my food, but it gets very cold up here. Very, very cold. Very, very quickly. And even with some of the best beer, some of the best gear you can have, it is still possible to, you know, be in danger at all times in this place. Okay, let's snatch up some firewood, get a fire started. Still conserving that accelerant for when I'm out and about in the field, so to speak. And I need to make a fire on the fly in order to not die or something. Okay. Getting a lot of time going on this one. Because I want to be able to cook 2 pieces of meat and then stop and eat them real quick. And still have time to cook the rest. one of my the first priorities after I'm done with this and get a little resting in is I'm gonna need to go get some firewood. Which, conveniently enough, like, falls all over the place all the time in these parts. All around this hut, for example. Alright. I've only got one more piece. Dang it! I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want to waste any firewood just cooking that tiny piece of meat. Well, I said I was gonna stop and eat, and then I didn't. That was dumb. It's okay, though. I'll recover that much health really quickly. Oh, damn. Do I still have embers? Okay, good. Yeah, I do want to start this again because I didn't realize how low on water I was. Heck. Yeah, don't get greedy. Okay. Fully exhausted, so I will need to nap for a while. Actually, there's not much daylight left. So I might just call it a day, honestly. I've got enough food and water to see me through a couple of naps. Once again, I'm going to be super cautious and only sleep in 4-hour intervals. Being very vigilant about the weather and the temperature in general outside. Okay. Down a small piece of meat here. Good enough. Let's go another 4 hours. Alright, so first priority in the morning is going out and getting a little stock of firewood. Let's go ahead and sleep the full 6. Okay. Looks kind of foggy outside. But that's okay, we won't be going very far right off the bat, so hopefully that'll clear up by the time we're ready to go any further than right around the digs here. Usually up here on this little hillside. Yeah. Yeah, starting to get cold. Well, heck, I think I got maybe one more batch in me. Over encumbered, but once again, not terribly far to go from here. Okay. Like a doofus, I forgot to put up that meat that I was carrying. So that's nice and heavy, along with all this firewood. A little shortcut. Ugh, curse that hole in the ceiling. Curse it. Okay, let me toss some of the meat that I'm carrying in here. Of course, starting with the freshest. Yeah, I've got a reasonable amount of water on me. I'm gonna drop just this whole chunk of firewood down right here. Oh, and dang it, I forgot to lay out the deer skins I'd collected. That's alright, though. They will cure in here, despite the fact that it's a little bit open to the elements. Alright, gonna eat this, have a little sip of water. I'm gonna go out and try to bag another animal of some sort. Keeping in mind, of course, that there is a bear prowling around somewhere. Okay, I am warming up in here. Let me take like a 2-hour nap. That ought to get me back to completely warm if, yeah, good. I was gonna say if the weather clears up. Alright, now I'm in good shape to go hunting again. Okay, yeah, we'll see what I mean about the deer. They're like over here all the time. All the time. But it's that guy I really want. Really want the wolf. Now, if I wanted to be super duper crafty, I would kind of skirt around behind the deer and scare them in the direction of the wolf, let the wolf chase the deer down, and then shoot the wolf. But I don't feel like doing all that. That'd take like half the day. Screw it. I'm just gonna full frontal assault this this wolf. I'm going to run up and yell, "Come at me, bro." And then he will, because he's a wolf. Hey. Got something to say? That's what I thought. Alright. Hopefully another one of his buddies won't come around and start harassing me. Alright. You're welcome, deer population. Alright. Let's, take this back and cook it. Actually, might gather a little more firewood. Oh, look at that. There's a hatchet. We'll just leave that right there, because we've got a perfectly good one right now, but in case anything ever happens to it, there's a backup. So awesome! I always kind of peer around the inside of the canoes when I find them, because sometimes you'll find like a Tupperware container. Full of nothing. I love it when you find a container and you get all excited about, you know, finding out what's in it. And it's like, nothing. Wah wah. Tra-la-la. Let's get this one too. Okay. It's starting to look gross again. The wind is picking up. I'm still in pretty good shape warmth-wise, but that won't last long. So I'm gonna cook up and store some more meat. And then I'll take probably two bits of it, and we'll just go out in search of plain parts again. Drop most of these now. Here, and now I can have a wolf pelt drawing to hopefully repair my coat before it gets completely fried. Also, I need to grab a rabbit at some point. Repair these real quick. Yes, like, use the sewing kit. Okay. Which reminds me, I should probably dump that in here. That extra. Every tiny little fraction of weight helps. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Let's add some more wood and get to cooking. That was weird. Cooking. Oh, come on. Have enough time for the next one. Come on. Actually, no. Add one more bit of wood to it. Because I want some water, too. Maybe I'll, just one more, and we can make just a bunch of water. Not concerned about this right now because it's about dark anyway. Probably need to get some sleep. First things first, let's put up all the wolf meat and take 3 of the venison. Sock away, yeah, 2 liters of water, and that is probably gonna be good. Once again, I'm really bogged down, but it's with stuff that I don't want to be without. Alright, let's eat and drink and snooze. Alright, just... Oh, we're on day 120. 20 more days and... Or, let's see, 27? 27 more days? 20? I don't know. We're getting close to my all-time record, which is exciting. Hopefully I will surpass it with this series. It would be so awesome if you guys could come along with me for that. Alright. Weather's okay. Do another 4 hours. Oh. And sip of water. Do 3 hours. Give us plenty of daylight to play with. Okay. There's my stuff drying out. I'm gonna grab another couple of pieces of meat out of the storage before I go. Only traveling with one because I'm kind of getting a little dangerously close to capacity as far as being able to move quickly with the amount of weight I'm carrying, so... Okay. So we might need to build a fire out here on the fly, at which point we'll just boil up some more water then. Okay. Kind of feel like doing a little more exploring than hunting right now, so I'm going to go ahead and leave those deer alone. Run back over here to where we saw that wing sticking out of the... I don't know if that's the wing that the guy in the note was talking about, but we'll see. Well, you know how I love to grab these up when I can. Okay, now remember, just on the other side of this little mountain edge over here is a ravine that kind of snakes back that way. And the plane wreckage is like up there. Like the main part of the plane. Oh, there's Mr. Bear. Heading right where I was wanting to go. While he's doing that, let's go see if we can look at his house. See if he's got anything good in there, if he's killed any campers or anything. You can't really see the pile of bones from very far, can you? Alright, always check the corners, because you never know what might be tucked away. Okay, Bear, I visited your house, so we're friends now, right? Oh, didn't really mean to do that. I try to skirt around where the deer, or the bear was headed. Kind of interested to see what's down there. We'll find out at some point. Mushrooms that I don't need extra of right now, but good to know they're over here. Wow, here's the wing. And the bear. Oh, and something dead that the bear is going to sniff around on. Okay, so obviously there's some interesting looking stuff down there. I'm just gonna kind of chill out back here for a minute and see where the bear tries to go. Maybe have a little snack in the meantime. Okay, at least he's going away from my direction, so... Sort of. I just want him to get past all that stuff down there, because that's what I really want to look at. Hopefully I'm far enough away from him that he won't turn around and get huffy if I'm back here. Yeah, he seems oblivious. Oh, is he? Is he though? Is he for real? Please? Hiding under the wing. Oh, he's so slow. Get out of my way with a quickness, buddy. Source of reclaimed wood right here, in case we need to make any rabbit traps, which we might get around to at some point. But first, this is a cargo container. This is what it looks like. It will usually have a crate next to it. But it's locked. Oh my god. Check it out. You cannot open these with a pry bar. You can only do it with the handsaw. And good lord, it's going to have a bunch of food in it. So let's go ahead and grab what we can. Yeah. Now, do you see what I mean when I mentioned at some point, I think, that these cargo containers, that having that handsaw was pretty vital to surviving in this zone. And this is why. Because it will gain you access to these cargo containers, and these might just have what you need to survive in them. They also might be full of garbage. It's kind of a crapshoot. This one, however, is full of everything awesome, and I am so happy right now. I'm also so over encumbered, but I don't really care. I know how to get home from here. Oh, that is so much soda. That's so great. Okay. Obviously not going to be able to run, so I am going to try to keep a healthy distance from that bear. And I'm going to ignore that deer carcass for now, but I do know that it's there, and I will come back for it. Just out of curiosity. And just to let that bear get a little farther away. Let's open these up. No. No, no, no. No. No, no. Nope, 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 nope. And that's good. Alright, so that has medical supplies if we need backup. Oh, there goes a wolf and a deer. Huh, alright then. Ooh. Maybe just one. The rest of this I think I'm gonna leave in here for safekeeping. That is really way too much to carry. Oh, I'm sorry, did you say something? It's really too much to carry. You know what I'm gonna do right now? You know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to cut this box up. I'm going to make me a little fire right here, right now. Because I'm pretty cold. I don't want that to start affecting me in the pretty long, slow walk ahead of me as I carry all this crap back to where I want to store it. Once again, I have 100% success rate of completing this campfire. Thanks to all the, religious building up that we did in the past several zones. Okay, so while that's going, and I'm getting warmer, with my back to this toasty fire, I'm going to skin this guy. I'm gonna leave his meat there for now. It'll freeze and something else will probably come and chew on it eventually, but with any kind of luck I'll be able to come back and get it. I just don't want to right now, because I'm really, really kind of dangerously overweight. As far as my backpack goes. And pretty much me IRL goes. Okay, let's just bed down right here for like a 2-hour nap. And hopefully that gave Mr. Bear time to get a little closer to his house. A little further away from me. Farther away from me. Okay, so I've got 2 deer and a wolf down here. That's not bad. Is that a cave up there? Or is that just like a variation in the color of rock? I think that's all it is. Remember what birch means, is that you might find birch bark laying around on the ground if you keep your eye out for it, which is a great source of vitamin A! No, it's a great source of tinder plugs. You can make them out of that. Oh hell, there he is again. Alright, well let's go this way then. Much as I really don't want to crawl up this mountain in slow motion, I also don't want to get killed. Gonna eat and drink to try to get a little more weight out of my inventory. If I get under 40 kilograms, I'll be able to, I think I might be able to run again. In a very limited fashion. But that was a successful run. We uncovered another point on the map. We found the wing of the plane. We found a bunch of cool stuff in the cargo crates. And we now know that we have a big cache of supplies if we ever need to run out and grab them. It's a pretty easy, like, not even days trip over here. Not even a couple hours trip. Oh, I'm so excited to finally be here. This is the first time I've ever, like, actually put enough planning and effort into a game of this, Game of the Long Dark, where I actually got to Timberwolf Mountain and was in such a way that I could actually survive for a while. I would usually just get here with the bare minimum just because I was excited to explore. I didn't really, have much invested in it. But, okay, there's another wolf coming. I'm gonna try to skirt around him, go down here. There's the hut. Try to stay out of his sight. Oh, he's fixing to chase something. I wonder if it's a rabbit. Ooh, I hope it's a rabbit. That rabbit's like, oh no, it was a rabbit. Hopefully he'll leave the, I'll leave it a little bit intact so that I can skin it, because I do need rabbit skin to fix my mittens. If I let those deteriorate all the way and break, so to speak, I'm gonna be mad, because it took me forever to get those made, remember? Forever. Almost home. cannot believe how much ammunition we have right now. It's ridiculous. And you know, it dawns on me just now somehow that I probably shouldn't be carrying all 53 rounds on me because it's heavy. Duh. So I'm gonna store some of that as soon as we get back in here. I'm gonna do all kinds of storing of things. Come on, shut. Alright. First things first, I'm gonna drop that stuff. Gonna store this stuff. Okay. Chunk these cattail heads in there. Because I've got plenty of actual tinder plugs for now. Throw that extra lantern fuel in there. Let's put up 40 rounds. Okay, that leaves us with a reasonable dozen bullets extra. Alright. Stuff's looking to be in pretty good shape. Let's take a little nap and, you know, still have a couple of hours to play with and go looking around a little more. Yeah, there's that vest, by the way, if we need to scrap it for extra cloth. It's very, very useless otherwise. Go ahead and start drinking some of this soda that's taking up room and about to go bad. Still over encumbered, but to a reasonable degree, I guess. A little windy out, but that's okay. We're gonna be fine. Just kind of want to run up this first little tributary over here. Because remember, we came like kind of directly that direction, or from that direction. Didn't really get a good look at this side. The map said something about an arch up here. We should go see what that is. Heard crows for a second there, but they could have just been flying overhead. Okay, so there's the landing gear that we saw at first. What we didn't see was kind of off in this direction. Maybe, what? Arch. Maybe is that back here? I don't know. Don't remember going up this way before. Still don't completely have my bearings in this zone yet, which, you know, is actually more entertaining to me. Well, if nothing else, coming all the way over here just probably give us a really good vantage point to look around. Hello there, friendo. Whatever. Don't care. Oh, look, there's another bear way over there. Look at this idiot. Okay, let's get us some meat, I reckon. Yeah, let's go for the whole shebang here. Probably just gonna find a place to bed down in my bearskin bedroll. Far away from where that bear was patrolling, by the way. I kind of feel like going in this direction. I don't recall ever having been up here. But I hear crows nearby, so something's got to be going on this way. Oh, they're way the hell up there. Alright, let's get to climbing this giganto mountain. This better be worth my while, crows. Oh, you're kidding me. I was gonna say, if I can't make it all the way up this side of this mountain, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'll be, it's an actual guy. Look at this. Wow. Oh, and he's got a rifle. How is it? No, it's in terrible shape. Yeah, we don't really need that. I would have really rathered you had food, but that's okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that. Why not? It's light. Alright, so we know where a spare gun is now. Hopefully that was not the guy that went off in search from the hut. Which, by the way, is right there. So, let's just kind of climb back down to it and go to bed. Oof, I hate doing this. But I also hate not taking a direct approach. If you ever decide to scoot down a mountainside, just be real careful about it. You know, don't just beeline straight down it, kind of like strafe at an angle downwards. Because otherwise you can fall and hurt yourself pretty badly. Is that the damn bear? No. Now, would you look at that? What did I just say? You can hurt yourself real easy. Ta-da! Like this. Awesome. The sky is so cool in this game. Look at how pretty that is. I can kind of run. Ish. Ooh. Grab some cattails while I'm here. Yes, yes, I know I'm very tired. Oh, this is probably way too dark for everybody to see. Almost there. Damn it. There we are. Alright, got that stuff curing. Let's do our eating and drinking. You know, honestly, we could probably stay up and cook all that meat and just stick it in storage before going to bed, because we'll recover the health that we lose from being exhausted. It's fine. It is no big deal. Almost there. Let's see if we can get through this one. Sometimes it'll continue cooking over the embers, but not this time. Great. Huh. Oh well. Let me look at the weather. Oh, that's actually not terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dice and sleep for 6 hours. Okay. So far, so good. Gonna make another fire, actually. I wanna boil some water up, get as much stored as I can, get to a point where I can carry enough on me. Let's get that last wolf meat. Delicious wolf meat. And let's see. Yeah, I've got time. stuff some stuff in with this other stuff. I'm gonna throw my cattails in there. As far as I know, they don't ever seem to go bad. So it's a really good thing to have on hand as like a last resort kind of food. Or if you want to travel really light, you can grab up like a whole bunch of these and carry them, and they're really light, and they, you know, eat enough of them, and they add up to a decent amount of calories. You know, I've been preaching all along about how useful they are. I know it's about daybreak, but I'm gonna sleep for a little while longer. Maybe another 4 hours. Alright. I'm gonna drink that. Yeah, see, that's useful. Alright, let me see what it's like outside. Slightly foggy, but decent? No? Alright. I'll take it. Let's go adventuring, shall we? Tell you what, kind of want to check out what's up that rope that we found over here. Let's just take a gander at what's up there. We didn't really find many clues about the mountaineer guy that left the note over by that wing. But it stands to reason that he would try to make his way towards whatever wreckage he could see, other than the wing. And of course, the big chunk on top of the mountain was visible, you know, from over here. Maybe he took off that way. Would certainly explain the rope. Alright, I'm gonna tuck myself into this little nook over here, and I'm gonna chill out for a minute. Drink another soda or something. Yeah, okay. Because I am carrying a lot, I got winded real quick coming over here. So, you know what? Let's just, let's be a rebel. Damn it. There we go. Just kind of take a little nap right here. What's the worst that could happen in 2 hours? Good. Not much. Okay. That could have gone badly, but luckily it didn't. And again, kind of like when you're climbing a rope like this, if you see what looks like it might be a ledge, just like, you know, just make note that you can jump off there and take a rest if you have to. Because if you get exhausted, here's what happens if you're climbing a rope and you become exhausted like midway. You begin to lose your grip on the rope, and you will kind of stumble and kind of fall backwards like a little bit at a time, and it'll just make it an absolute pain in the ass to get to the top of the rope. You can do it, but it's just not hardly even worth all the time it would take you. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so we're right on top of this little rise. Let's see what's over here. Better view of that canyon. has more plain chunks in it. Yeah, at some point we'll have to go down there and look at that. But over here, it kind of looks like I can get up this edge of the mountain. Like it's like almost a path going up this way. Ooh, you know what? Let's see if I can't get me a bunny rabbit. No, because apparently I can't aim. Luckily, here comes another bunny rabbit. Try to get up the hill from him. Damn it! Scared him away. Oh, this mouse is the bane of my existence right now. Oh, for jeez. Okay. Like if I like fail to shoot this rabbit, we're just gonna move on. Yeah, I failed. Let's go. That was stupid. F you, rabbit. I'll get you later. Okay, so down this side, along the mountain edge, there's a little semi-cave that you can kind of camp out in if need be. We'll make a little mental note of that. Keep heading on. And this is just plateau over there. I don't think that goes anywhere. Yeah, it just goes back down to where we were originally. Where are those crows? Where are they? I hear them. No, they were just flying overhead. Wonder what's over here, if anything. I legitimately do not remember right now what might be in store for us. Alright, nothing back here. I always like to check because sometimes it looks like there might be a cave or something, but there was not. Bummer. I might as well go over look over here where this broken tree is. More rabbits. Maybe I can creep close enough without scaring them. Get a shot in. Oh, come on. Yes! Got him! Ah, yay. Now I don't have to worry about losing my mittens. Okay, man, it is an overcast day up here. Oh, well, here's a cave. Not a map point or anything, but a good place to take shelter, because I am getting tired. I'm gonna crawl back here in this oddly snowy corner. And, I don't even need to start a fire, I just need a nap. If I'm cold when I wake up, I'll start a fire and cook that little bit of rabbit meat that I just found. I might just bed down for the night in here if it's convenient enough. Okay, yep, everything seems to be fine. Eat some pork and beans and snooze some more, I guess. Alright, let's see. I probably need to sleep for about a couple more hours. Hell, let's call it 6. Hopefully the weather holds. Alright. It's a pretty successful overnight trip, honestly. Here, let's turn on a lantern so I can see my bedroll to pick it up. And make it out here to the mouth of the cave. I just want a quick look around, even though it's dark. 6 hours left till daylight. I really don't see anything interesting over there. Oh, where did I... There I go. Well, alright. Let's just make the bedroll again and have a snack and hit the hay. And you know what, folks? I think with that I will call it the end of today's episode. Because I got things I gotta do, yo. But I want to thank you again for joining me in the Sonk Dark. This is once again Sonky. And I thank you for joining us, like I said. Please feel free to ask any questions in chat you want at any given time. And please throw us a follow on Twitter at JVMCMASTVER. I'm sorry, JV McMaster. All right, y'all have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Peace out.